Hi Aries, welcome to your new moon in Aries reading. Let's see what we have for you. Nice. So for you, your overall energy, we have beyond delusion. So I really do feel like you're coming to this time where you are seeing things much more clearly. You're really in your energy. Finally being able to tap back into that fire, that confidence, that surety of who you are. And then we move on to the Nine of Cups, which is all about this beautiful sense of emotional fulfillment within. And it's by yourself. It's you being able to understand that when you're in a good energy, a good feeling, that you attract just better things and things look better to you. But also with this card, I get from the indication of the shattering glass that it is like your sense of comfort is also changing as well. But I think you're really ready for it again because you're seeing beyond the illusion. I think you're seeing that your sense of comfort or your comfort zone was something that was just momentary. So you can really be able to get into this energy of moving on to your next best destinies. And I do feel like you are doing so. But still in a way where you're calm about it, you're confident about it, and you're just ready to charge forward. Then we have the Ten of Pentacles. It's beautiful energy. We are the world. This is talking about you really feeling like you are surrounded, connected to people who are supporting you on your goals and your journeys. Um, the world is just really looking at you right now. So it's a perfect time for you to be in this energy of expressing yourself, of doing whatever you need in order for the support to come in for you because it's abundant at this time. This is also talking about financial abundance, if that's what you're seeking currently. But more importantly, and what's going to always matter, regardless if money is a thing or not, is the connections we have to, again, the family, the friends that are around us, who supports us and appreciates us for who we really are. And then we have postponement, which is the Four of Swords. So I feel like this is, again, you being in this sense of reflection. Again, the illusion I feel like you were in for a while was things being very black and white, very dark, very on and off, very yes or no. But now I feel like you're seeing the vibrancy of life again. You're seeing the true colors, the true picture that you were experiencing life and that you always wanted. And with this insight, you're gonna really be able to move into this sense of new beginnings and beginnings that seem like they're only possible because of all the things you've been through, because of all the contrast and oneness that you had to experience. You are able to now embrace the awness that is coming in. So it's a really exciting time. All right, Taurus, let's see what we have for you for this new moon in Aries. So for you, we have bottom of the deck, your overall energy is the 9 of Pentacles, ripeness. So what this represents for you is you being in this time of, I feel like, enjoying the fruits of your labor, right? You've been putting in work for a lifetime, honestly, towards your goals, towards right relationships, towards the right type of life to focus on and to live that is the good balance for you. And I do feel like this new moon energy is going to really activate this sense of you realizing how much you actually have achieved, how much you are fulfilled with, and that you can utilize in order to move into this next phase of your life, which is just honestly embracing your allness, right? And then we have projections, which is the Seven of Cups. So this is talking about some type of relationship or relation to something outside of you that is really reflecting back to you the type of energy that you're in. So if you're in a good, positive energy, your life, people, relationships are going to reflect that back to you, or you're going to be in contrast to things that doesn't align with that good feeling. If you are more so in a foggy, confusing place, again, this was a reflection, a projection of that being within your own mind, within your own emotions. But as you clear those things up, the things that outside of you are unsure and uncertain will be cleared as well, and you'll be able to make better decisions, because things are usually only unsure and uncertain like that because there's some type of lesson that we still need to learn. There's some type of new insight that we need to have in order for us to know what is best moving forward, because our natural disposition is calm, is cool, and that's something that you as a Taurus would definitely know, right? is that that's ultimately the peace and harmony that you want to experience. That's success to you. And the material things, the money, the cars, all the external things are just extensions of that. But we're moving into a time in life where knowing what truly makes us happy that isn't on the outside of us is what is going to truly last in our lives, and then able to be built on to other things. And then we have playfulness. So this is beautiful energy because this is talking about this sense of confidence in yourself. I feel like you are just really free and fun, able to express yourself fully without any type of restriction or allowing other projections to get onto you and make your world less glamorous than it really is. Because for you, it could be so very magical if you just embrace that. And I think you stepping into this new moon time is going to really help you be able to be freed from anything that was keeping you back from really just being able to be happy and feeling playful in life. And then we have patience, which is the Seven of Pentacles. So again, this is more talking about some type of harvest, right? I feel like you've been working on a project, working on a relationship, working on just yourself for some time now. And it's taking cycles. It's taking literally the moon cycles. It's taking, months at a time, maybe even years for some, for you to really get to a good understanding of who you are, what you want, what makes you truly happy. But you're at a time where the harvest is here, but it is requiring just that little more sense of patience when you work, and as well as for things to come in and align with you at the right times. Really what I'm getting from this is for you to engage and step into things in a way where you're not too forceful, because I feel like sometimes the force, the push comes from a sense of lack of trust, right? Or lack of that it's not going to happen. But for you, I feel like this is going to be you just being able to slow down and process things better and do things in a way where you understand the full complexity of it. And you're not in your restricted one-sided mind. You know that Taurus can't get in, being stubborn, being one-sided. I feel like you're really opening up to that true patience that your inner being really knows, because Taurus is a very patient sign, but towards the goals, towards his ambitions. But this is allowing you to be free in all areas of your life, in the ways and in the areas that really matter for you to get all that you need from it. Okay? Gemini, let's see what this new moon in Aries has for you. So for you, Gemini, we have the Creator, which is the King of Wands. So this is your overall energy. So you're really in this very dominant place where you have domination over your creativity, over your energy levels. And I feel like you're really in this creative time of your life. You're really understanding and seeing very clearly that we are all creators, and how to capitalize on that energy, and maybe even capitalizing is the right word. I feel like more so be empowered by, understand the beauty of this sense of creativity that you can bring into your life in big and little ways. Big ways in the sense of what you want as a career, what you want to contribute to the world, and little ways as in what you wear, what you focus on, what type of things that you surround yourself with aesthetically. You know what I'm saying? In order for your whole environment to be this extension of your creativity. Then we have change, which is very powerful for you, because I do feel like this is talking about, again, these cycles coming to one good understanding. I feel like you're able to understand what different things meant in your life, how different things were teaching you different aspects, and there is this new fresh start coming in for you, right? The old ending is ending with this energy prior to the new moon, and after the new moon we move into this we are the world energy, 10 of Pentacles. This is you embracing the people who are around you, people who you have an authentic connection with, who you really feel like you can trust and have this sense of family with. This is material abundance as well, but I always say, whether money lasts, forever or not, what will always last is our connection to ourselves and to other people. And that is so important to remember, because when we get so hung up on how much money we need to make or how many things we need to do, we can lose sight of the reason why we're doing it in the first place. So get in tune with that Remember that, understand that. Because if not, it's easy to get into this energy of politics, right? Where you are putting on one face for the public, yet feeling another way or having another motive. And it's funny because I pulled this card today for our collective message. But this is coming through for you specifically. I feel like because it's so easy for all of us air signs. I'm a Libra myself. Um, Geminis, Libras, and Aquariuses to get into our air energy, which is logical, it's mental, it's very expansive, it's very mutable, changeable, much like a politician, right? Because a politician can say the right words, do the right things to look well, and to honestly be doing the right things, but how does it feel with you internally, and are you coming from an authentic place? You absolutely can. You absolutely are with this creator energy. So it's about just keeping in mind the importance of, again, the reason why you're doing things and your true passion. Because when you have that passion, this politics energy doesn't have a way to really get into your energy because you are holding yourself accountable of who you really are, how you really feel, and displaying that to the world. So any type of disorganization or imbalance that you will feel is probably deriving from this sense of you showing yourself one way to the world, yet being a whole nother internally. So make sure that's balanced out so you don't feel that difference and that resistance towards yourself. All right, Cancer. So you got some powerful energy here. For your new moon in Aries, your overall energy is the Two of Wands. So this is talking about self-explanatory, right? The possibilities that you have in your life right now. I feel like you're in this space where you're ready to really explore some options that you've been contemplating for some time now. And I feel like it's going to be the right opportunity in this period after this Aries moon to really activate that sense of adventure and drive within you to move forward. I know Cancers are big on feeling up to doing something, so I feel like you're going to feel ready to make this change. You're going to feel ready to make these things happen in your life that you want. We have major transformation, major change going on in your life with this transformation death card here. Talking about you, one, coming into your honest, into your realization of who you are, your capabilities. But I also feel like some things definitely ending in your life that needed to so you can experience this new fresh start. Moving on to Thunderbolt, this is the Tower energy. This is talking about possibly you and another person. This could be a relationship or just in general, you again shedding away, burning away the things in your life, just metaphorically that were holding you back, or just things happening. This could also talk about major things happening in your life. It doesn't necessarily have to be traumatic at all. It could just be things that were needed to happen in order for the change to be more clear to you and for you to take more opportunity and initiation towards this change. Because I feel like when we're in our comfort zone, when everything's good, we don't really want to move. We don't have any motivation to do so. But whether this tower energy just going on within us that we know it's just time for something to change because inside we feel like we're ready to burn away things, or the outside world is literally that's happening to us. Again, just to fill in our energy. It doesn't even have to be something physical. The point is that you acknowledge this time to get into this transformative energy. And then ending it off with, I would say, your energy, right, is this King of Cups. Healing, rejuvenation, healing from the things that were keeping you past and why they were keeping you there. Healing from the things that didn't really offer any type of support. You being self-supportive now. You also being very much so in your energy of confidence, of how to balance your emotions, of how to be a nurturer but still take care of yourself, and that balance of the two. This is really powerful because I do understand the need of Cancer is this sense of deep connection, yet still being able to feel comfortable enough, because when you don't feel well, you're just not able to live life in that way that is fulfilling, and you're not able to give in a fulfilling way. So I feel like this will be coming in for you to remember who you are and how much power you do have, and again, how not to give too much of your power away, again, to situations that take too much, but also still genuinely give because that's what you love to do, and receive, because that's what you love to do as well. And having that beautiful balance, I feel like this healing may be coming in to heal that aspect of you that wasn't able to receive as well as you can or will be able to move forward. All right, Leo. So let's see what messages this new moon in Aries has for you. Your overall energy, we have this isolation card, the Three of Swords. So I do feel like you may be in this energy where you're still releasing, grieving, and I do feel like this is going to be a very good release. Whatever lasting sense of restrictions, repressions that you were feeling, even if you were in a good space, I do feel like are being released at this point. The official hold on your heart, right? The official hold on your emotions is diminishing. And as you release these tears, whether that is, literally you crying or you just expressing your emotions in some type of way, is going to be what you need in order for this true sense of authenticity and authentic connection to how you feel and what you want to be released. Receptivity, we have the Queen of Cups energy here, so this is very powerful, meaning that you're stepping into this sense of being able to receive. And I know as Leos, you guys are fire signs, right? Which then makes you more on the masculine aspect. Whether you are female or male, it means that you more are in tune with that drive, with that ambition, with that creativity, which is all related kind of to the masculine divine archetype. But I feel like with this time, with this emotional release is going to help you with is really be able to get to this point where you are able to be receptive and receive love, receive things that you so often give out. And I think you're so used to it, right? Because the sun is also what represents your energy in astrology. And the sun is what? Always giving off life, always giving off energy to the plants, the animals, humans, all the things under it. But I do feel like this is the time for you to receive that same type of abundance, whether this is going to be in work, recognition, relationships, whatever that you can see. Just be open to embracing this sense of love being reciprocated right back to you. Schizophrenia is talking about the Two of Swords. So some type of decision. This could be a decision that you have to make between two things, two people, two situations, and it's causing you to really be paralyzed almost in your mind, and make you also feel like you are one way in one area and then another way in the next. And I think what this both is displaying to you is to get you back to who you truly are. If both options don't seem viable, don't seem like either that you really want to choose, or that either is up to your full potential, it's because it was still some inner work, some inner reflection that you had to do. But once you come out of this is the Three of Pentacles energy next with the guidance card. This is again that connection to our inner self, our inner guide. This is also that being paired with and helping us pair ourselves with the right people, the right partnerships, the right connections, because we're aligned with our authenticity. When we're aligned with our authenticity, we are then able to align with other people who are authentic and have authentic connections with others as well. And then we have this Nine of Pentacles card, Brightness, coming right after. So this is, again, talking about this sense of you being at this place where you're ready to really reap the benefits, reap the reciprocation of your energy, but you have to be in tune with who you are on that true level in order to receive what you really want. Because this is a highly projectile time, meaning that the Seven of Cups projections is whatever you're feeling within is what is going to be projected back to you. And maybe your projections in life are seeming much more clear. If certain people that you're allowing, certain things that you're allowing, or just what was happening in your life, you are able to now see the connection between you and it now, and how some way, somehow it displays some type of aspect of yourself, right? And now you're going to be in this time where you're able to enjoy this good projection, which is being projected back the love, the honesty, the trust that you so often give. All right, Virgo. So the message that this new moon in Aries has for you, I get depth first and foremost with this inner voice. This is the High Priestess energy. This is your overall energy. So you're really tuning into yourself. You're really understanding the deep nuances, the little details of how you feel and what makes you feel and all the things. And I feel like you're finally really balancing out your mentality, your mind with your heart, with your emotions, right? You're no longer letting your mind take you on tangents that causes you to feel unhappy and unfulfilled and too judgmental of yourself and others in a way that doesn't result in any resolution, but instead just despair and misery. But you're also being in tune with your emotions where you are able to open up, be vulnerable, be confident in that vulnerability as well. Regardless, you're really at this place where you have a lot of opportunity to tap into yourself, finally know yourself at that deep level, finally heal yourself by listening to yourself and following that guidance to the things, the situations, the people that you really feel like you can expand off on this sense of depth, this sense of love, this sense of connection that you feel within. We have postponement, which is the Four of Swords. This is kind of your energy. I feel like for a long time you have been in the sense of, again, black and white, things just not seeming clear and colorful at all, life just seeming like a fog. But I feel like you're finally getting to this point where you're seeing the picture for what it really is. Again, because you are right in the middle, you're balanced, you're not too far in the mind, you're not too far in the emotions, you're right in between where you're able to be at peace, at ease, and understand that, you know? And then beyond delusion, this is powerful because, again, it's self explanatory, seeing beyond the illusion of life not being the magic that it is, life in the situations that you're a part of, that you still want to be a part of, not being all that it can be because, again, of what you were thinking or how you were feeling and how that was influencing your actions in the situation. Even if this is just in your own life and your own goals, you're now seeing the possibilities much more than you did ever before. And then ending it off with this very powerful moment to moment card. This is Two of Pentacles, which is usually a card about making decisions. But I feel like in this energy is for you just living in the moment. Um, I do think it is leading you toward, by living in the moment, it's going to lead you towards something that is very fulfilling to you because there is this sense of path and journey that you're on, as you can even see in this card. But it's following, being on this journey, being on this path, being in life in a way that is fun, enjoying the ups and downs, enjoying the sense of life that you feel when you are engaged in it fully instead of being fearful of it because of what's happened or too engulfed into it to where you're not being able to attune with yourself. It's all about that balance, which is required also when you're leaping from one thing to another in order to prevent fall and failure in a sense of hurting yourself, which is the only true failure if you continuously do it. But some failures, some pains we learn from and can heal through, and others we learn from and move on from. Regardless, it gets us to this place of life where we're grateful for where we are, we're grateful for what we've had and what we experienced, and we can use that now to live in the present much more happily. Live and plan for the future, trust in the future, trust in ourselves that we'll be able to handle and do whatever we want or need to do as time moves on, as new things are revealed, as new inspirations come to us.
All right, Libra. Let's see what this new moon in Aries has for you. So it looks like for you, your overall energy here is new vision. So with this energy, I get this awakening to your truth, to a new way of seeing life, a new way of moving in life. And I do think that has a lot to do with this moving slow energy. This is Pentacles energy, which is all about this understanding of moving at a good pace, at a pace where you're not moving too quick, where you're missing things, but at the same time, you're not moving to the point where you are being stagnant. So I feel like this is moving towards, in this progression towards your truth, towards your alignment, towards your balance. Here with this Lover's card, it's talking about you meeting yourself within your masculine and your feminine, the parts of you that are intuitive, kind, compassionate, the parts of you that are logical, building, um, structural in its nature are coming together to really see and understand and support each other within. And then this reflection is going to be outside of you if you're looking for that partner. This could also be moving slowly towards your romantic partner or your soulmate in a sense, right? You really feeling this need and this desire to join forces with someone else. But again, it's always directing and reflecting that desire that you're wanting to um, build and merge those two energies within. And once you do that, you'll be able to really attract the partner that is also just as supportive as that within you. And then we have this Nine of Cups, which is talking about laziness, but this can talk about first being fulfilled within, right? First being emotionally fulfilled. But I feel like if you were in this reality of you being single or you being in a certain paradigm where you felt comfortable, I feel like you're even sensing that the whole phase of it all is changing, meaning that the sense of comfort, the sense of desire isn't there for the comfort zone that you are currently in anymore. The glass is shattering, right? As you can see in the picture. This is talking about this desire for you to move on to something that is, in a sense, the Ten of Cups, which is about still that deep emotional fulfillment, but completion of that. And once we reach that completion again, our external world, then being able to join that energy with someone else who is also in that balanced state. So yes, this is definitely for those Libras who are looking for partnership or are already involved. And the challenge is to really be able to come into unison within yourself. And doing that will actually help you be able to see the perspective of the other person better, to see how you are being attractive, meaning what about you is are you projecting in order for other people to notice, and how is that in relation to how you really want to come off, who you really are, because you always want to be attracted from your authenticity, right? And if your authenticity even is a sad place or is a place that isn't healed yet, it's important for us to be honest with that, and again deal with that reflection within, so we could then attract outside of us, whether it's a partner or opportunity, for us to really know where we're standing, and then in a sense how that thing outside of us relates to us, how it's going to add to the fulfillment, help us become more whole, and not be the fulfillment and the allness of us ourselves. All right, Scorpio, let's see what this new moon in Aries has for you. For you, overall energy, we have this Five of Swords. So with this energy, I'm getting that there is some type of mental comparison that you were having, either just within yourself or in a relation to you and another person. Um, I see here that both of you, you bring something valuable to the connection, but it's feeling and seeming like you are comparing one another, trying to do one another's job or role in the relationship, and not feeling whole because you aren't naturally geared towards doing that. But as you can see in this comparison card with this oak tree and the bamboo, is that the oak tree has its own purpose, right? To be fruitful and to multiply in its own way. And the bamboo has its own purpose, which serves as a lot of times decorative or structural. Um, it's important though that they both see their individuality in order for them to come together and not be in competition mentally about it. Five of Swords, this is what this is talking about. It's letting go of that mental battle, that power struggle that may be commonly coming up in your relationships, commonly coming up in your life, that you're ready to let go of. And how you do that is focusing on this consciousness energy. This is the Ace of Swords. So it's cutting through all of those, Five of Swords energies, where you're getting to this point where you have one sword, it's clear, you're sure about where you stand. Consciousness is about being aware, both self aware and aware in a compassionate way around the whole environment that you're a part of. And this really helps you tap into this energy of knowing your worth, knowing your truth. And when you're in that place, you tend not to really compare yourself to anything else because you know your value. Then we have the Rebel. This is the very powerful energy, actually. This is the Emperor, and this is talking about strong power coming within. This is Mars energy, which is traditionally the planet that represents Scorpio and Aries. So this is talking about you having that inner strength, that inner confidence, that inner knowing coming out and helping you move towards your goals, move towards things in your life that is really progressive, that really feels like it's aligned with your truth. I also get this feeling of this energy coming into your life. So this could be through a person who you see as the emperor. It means you being in this consciousness space, this self-aware space, this fulfilled space is attracting to you energy to support that. So if you're looking for that, that confident, that true and self, trustworthy type of individual to come into your life, to share, to build with. This is how you're cultivating that, by being self aware, by being in your own power within. And then we have this intensity, which is talking about more fire energy. You having this desire to move forward. You having this freeness, this drive, this Aries energy, right, of the new moon, really inspiring you to go towards and move into a new direction. And I do also feel like this is more attraction towards you. As you can see, the intensity is moving towards that consciousness card right along with the rebel. So it's indicating that it's a lot of, you're very magnetizing right now. You're very able to attract to you exactly what you want. So being in that clear space, being in that sharp mind, that clear mind, is helping you know exactly what you want, to focus on it, and for it to come even closer to you. All right, Sag, let's see what this new moon in Aries has for you. All right, so your overall energy is Source. This is very cool energy. This is the Ace of Wands. So you're really at this brink of beginning this new beginning. You're feeling this rush. You're feeling the energy to start something new. This new moon in Aries energy is giving you exactly that, that intensity, that Aries drive, that Aries fire in order to move forward. And you being a Sag, a fire sign yourself, you're very much so allowing to go into that flow, because that's what you kind of been wanting, is to feel that passion, is to feel that inspiration. And I do feel like this is directly correlated to you getting out of some type of lifestyle that was comfortable for you. You really get into this place where you are content and happy and grateful for where you are, but at the same time understanding that it's a foundation for you to continue to move forward into a new and better direction. I always point out that in this card, the Nine of Cups, laziness is talking about what was once fulfilling emotionally to us now becoming lazy comfort zone, because the facade of it all is what we really want to continue, but it's our spirit that is propelling us and driving us and moving us forward. And sometimes we just need that initial or that internal inspiration to move forward, and then we can take the rest of the steps as we feel that energy rushing within us. But the glass is shattering here, as it's saying. It's breaking that reality that you once were living in, that was again comfortable, but now becoming a comfort zone that was keeping you stagnant. And then you have this fighting card, which is the Knight of Swords. So this is really talking about you having this mental battle within about, should I stay, should I go? What should I do? I feel like, again, you knowing that where you are is okay, or at least a foundation, but internally you really just wrestling within yourself about what you want to do next, how you want to go, you being unsatisfied with certain things in your life. But this, again, new moon energy is coming in to bring you this change, to bring you this new beginning, to complete that cycle that was once, again, that comfort zone for you, and now propelling you into something brand new. But I feel like it's something that you've been aware of for some time. You've been knowing that you wanted to do this, but I feel like you've just been unsure about exactly what. Things are starting to unravel. You're starting to be more confident about making the right decisions for yourself, and that will lead to you being in this new, fresh start. So it's all the question of, what are you going to do with it? All right, Capricorn, let's see what message this new moon in Aries has for you. All right, so for you, Capricorn, I'm getting this creator card for your overall energy, which is the King of Wands. So I do feel like you're in this energy where you are really seeing some of the rewards of the work that you've put in already. and you're just in this energy where you're ready to continue to put in work to manifest the dreams that you're looking for. And I remember this card coming out for you quite a few times in the past readings I've done. So you're really still embodying this, and I feel like this being your overall energy is where you are. So that's really great. It has a lot to do with willpower, as you can see in the card, his sacral and solar plexus chakras. So you're really feeling that drive, that tug, that pull, that passion, that fire to move towards the things that you want to do. Then you have this Two of Wands card talking about possibilities. So I do feel like you're making these really cool decisions in your life, whether it's something related to something you've already established and the details of it, or it's something brand new where you have an option to go one way or another. And this is about making the choice that is best for you moving forward. And I do feel like this is also leading to some type of abundance, stability in your life with this ripeness card. Again, reaping the rewards, reaping the benefits of the work that you've been putting in. So, whether this is about a special, specific goal in your life or relationship, whatever is important to you and what you've been really trying to gain understanding and perspective on is what you're going to reap now. And then you move on to this adventure card, which is the Page of Pentacles. And this is really pulling you towards this adventure. Again, there's this new beginning happening in your life according to whatever you're trying to pursue. And it's requiring you to be in this open, trusting, and adventurous state of yourself so you're able to take advantage of it, take advantage of those possibilities. And then we do have this going with the flow card, which is the Ace of Cups. This is exactly that, right? Going with the flow, understanding that you are in this new time where you're just willing to learn, you're ready to experience, you're open hearted, especially, and you're ready to receive and give love, receive and give an open heart. And this is beautiful energy to be in because whenever we are in our heart space and in that balanced space within, we then do move beyond illusion because a lot of our illusion is centered around our fears, our restrictions, our failure to really be able to do things. But this beyond illusion, you're tapping into your spirit, you're tapping into that higher mind, which is helping you move towards things that you really feel emotionally connected to. And I do feel like this is ending off with some type of action, some type of offer that you'll be given or receiving with this understanding card, the Page of Cups. And this is very powerful for you because I do understand that, Capricorns are commonly in that phase of their life where they're building their own legacy, they're building their own goals, and they don't like emotions to get into the way of that. But you coming from this open hearted space, I feel like it's bringing you much more than just material success. Is bringing you emotional and spiritual fulfillment as well. So just continue to move towards with that open heart. Continue to move towards what you feel inspired to open up to, and you would definitely see these rewards coming in. All right, Aquarius. Let's see what message this new moon in Aries has for you. So your overall energy is the Fool. So you're in this energy where you are having to trust this new energy that this new moon in Aries is bringing in for you. I do feel like you're ready for it though. I do feel like you're excited for it, but of course there's always that sense of anxiety that comes in with us as well when we are starting something new. But you are moving into something that is very prosperous, very abundant for you, because the Fool is moving along in the world just open to all possibilities, and the world is abundant within itself. So that's that representation in your life of just you moving towards something that is so big, so grand that it may seem overwhelming, but you're going to be able to move in this time in a way that again is very trusting because you know and feel at a deeper level that you're doing and moving in the right way and towards the right things. So just continue to move forward with this Five of Wands. This could be talking about that sense of um, mentor inner conflict that you feel, totality, right? It's just you trying to really come into alignment with your own totalness, right? If that's a word. You understanding that you are in this space where you are really expanding. And as you can see in the card, it's like you're trying to grab on to this support, to this new sense of life, right? And you're there. You're literally in the motions of doing that. And once you do, and lock into this energy, you're going to see how magnetic it is, meaning that it's going to attract so many things that is alignment with you, and you following your passion and your purpose with intention, with trust. And then we move on to postponement, which is the Four of Swords. So I do feel like there's a bit of waiting here, reflection here as well. And I do feel like you're in this stage of kind of focusing on the good and the bad. You're just trying to be balanced, and you're trying to really look at it from a logical standpoint. This new opportunity, this new situation, this new um, thing to give your energy towards. And it is kind of causing you to really go down that path of what could go wrong, or what are the issues. But I do think you're going to circle back around, and you already are, to see the reality of the situation, which is that it's a beautiful picture, actually, that it's something that you can really come up with as you become more clear within yourself, and you can create the picture the way that you want it to be. But definitely be focusing on truth, on clarity, and see what that picture looks like to you. And then lastly, we have this burden card, which is the Six of Swords. So this is, again, you could be feeling a bit restless, or needing rest rather, um to get to your goals. But at the same time, it's like you are still understanding the sense of direction needed, purpose needed. But I do feel like this is saying rest when you need to, so you're not going to burn yourself out on the process. um and yeah, just make sure that you are, I almost feel like this is relationship between these two individuals in a card, where one is bullying, one is directing the other without compassion, without consideration for how he feels. He's on his back. The man clearly looks tired, but he's still telling him to go forward. So maybe there's this sense of setback reflection that you need to do in order for you to feel more excited about moving forward, or get more clear about what that direction will be. Just in tune back with your emotions, and make sure that you are not being all logical and detaching from your heart, but that you're having that balance between the two. But this is also talking about moving away from difficult times, you being strategic about how you're doing that. Um, and your difficult time doesn't even have to be necessarily a difficult time. It could simply be, you just moving towards one area of your life where it was cool, but now you're ready for something new. All right, Pisces, let's see what message this new moon in Aries has for you. Your overall energy is the Three of Wands, experiencing. So I do feel like you're in this time where you are ready to explore new horizons. This new moon in Aries is really inspiring you to move forward into something that you may be passionate about, a new opportunity. And this is beautiful because it is understanding that you are in a place where you are learning as well. So it's combined with patience but openness and excitement at the same time. And I think it's really healthy for you, because I feel like you may have been coming out of this very emotionally heightened time, even confusing time, and it's helping you get to this perspective where you are openly, willingly ready to experience something. You kind of settled yourself, you're not overly anxious about it, in order for you to move towards something that is going to be fulfilling, but does require your action, does require your desire for it. Beyond illusion. First and foremost, what you're moving beyond is any type of illusions, any type of fears, like I say, any type of anxieties that was keeping you paralyzed. Now, we all experience anxiety, when we're starting new things, even if they're exciting and they are the perfect thing for us. But this is talking about that type that really paralyzes you, that really gets you in that space where you don't feel worthy, that you don't see your power. That's changing because you're stepping into this Queen of Wands energy with the sharing. This is beautiful because this is saying you know your power, and those who know their power know what they have to share, know, especially creatively. They know their abundance, they know their creativity, they know how much they can give when they are in their power and their trust in themselves. Yeah, and I think for you, this was a very important lesson. This was a very important phase of your life that you're not completing with this completion card. You're getting to this very deep understanding that you were the whole time, in a sense, having to tune into yourself and understand that power within in order for you to move forward in your life. Most notably, I feel like this is present when it's coming to creativity and your drive towards things, whatever goals that you had in your life. You having the confidence again to really put your energy towards it. Um, but also just being enlightened spiritually, I feel, and just moving in life in a more empowered, in a more trusting, and also in a more passionate type of way as well.